Now to the latest developments surrounding the fire aboard the USS Bonhomme Richard, which broke out, you remember, on Sunday morning. The Naval Operations Chief visited Naval Base San Diego today for an update on the investigation. And our Jason Sloss is live for us outside the base with the Admiral's message. Jason.
Andrew, the fires are out, but the future is uncertain for the Bonhomme Richard. The Navy's highest-ranking uniformed officer took a tour of the ship this morning. He also praised the quick actions of sailors and firefighters, said it was an all-hands effort to prevent an even bigger disaster.
I'm glad to say that all known fires in the ship have been extinguished. The ship is stable.
Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Michael Gilday flew in from Washington to get an up-close look at the fire damage on the USS Bonhomme Richard. He says there's extensive electrical, mechanical, and structural damage. The Admiral says he's confident repairs can save the ship, but may not be worth it.
The question is, should we make that investment in a 22-year-old ship? And I'm not going to make any predictions until we take a look at all the facts.
The ship was undergoing maintenance when the Navy says something sparked and ignited cardboard boxes and maintenance supplies Sunday morning, and fire led to explosions. Gilday says two major obstacles were the winds and where the fire started.
This fire probably couldn't have been in a worse point on the ship in terms of its source that allowed it to spread up elevator shafts as an example, up exhaust stacks as an example, to take that fire up into the superstructure and then forward.
Fire burned for 4 days. 40 sailors and 23 civilian firefighters were treated for minor injuries. Gilday said he also wanted to meet some of the more than 400 sailors who fearlessly and tirelessly fought the fires.
This is their home. This is where they're going to fight from, right, if they have to go to sea. And so for every one of them, it's a personal loss.
He says the Navy will now carry out multiple investigations.
Did we have the right procedures in place? Did we react correctly to the fire? Were there things that we could have done differently? Were there things that we should have had in place that we didn't have in place? What do we do right? What do we not do right?
And he says the plan is to make the results of those investigations available to the public. Now, after what happened here, the Admiral has sent orders to fleet commanders throughout the Navy to make sure that sailors have the training and the necessary equipment it takes to deal with fires and flooding. Live at Naval Base San Diego, Jason Sloss, Fox 5 News.
All right.